Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Shivah. Alright, so we've got our first clue, Joe DeMarco, and Joe's meeting with Ethan. The JDM in Ethan's letter had to be Joe DeMarco. But I think we need to head over to the the synagogue that Jack joined after leaving ours, which requires us to head home. Check our computer. I think. Yeah, I don't have any other options. So let's head back to the Lower East Side. Alright. Well, we know why Jack left why we kicked Jack out of our synagogue 8 years ago. Alright, let's search for Beth Tikvah. Well, actually, let's search for Joe DeMarco first. Joe DeMarco resulted in over 10,000 results. Please narrow your search. Oh, well, I guess we're not going to do that one. Beth Tikvah. Beth Tikvah Synagogue. Contact information. 321 West 82nd Street. Chief Rabbi Amos Zelig. Okay, and well, we don't know what Ethan's last name is. Let's just search Ethan. No entries for Ethan. Alright, well, let's see if we can go find our way to the other synagogue. Upper West Side, Beth Tikvah. Well, isn't this place all fancy pants? So I've got window, cantor's lectern, Torah, rabbi's podium, photos, and door. The cantor's lectern was an elegant affair made from lacquered oak. It looked brand new.
Meh. I've seen better.
Good response. It wouldn't match my home furniture. Services must have just ended, as they hadn't gotten around to putting the Torah away yet.
I can't believe they're just leaving it here for anyone to come in and take it. They must have dozens of them in a back room somewhere.
Clearly, their response is to go steal them. I couldn't steal a Torah from another man's synagogue. Besides, it was too heavy. Aww. A large, tasteful stained glass window surveyed the synagogue from its high vantage point.
I suppose it's okay.
It's firmly attached to the window frame. Rabbi's podium. A tasteful podium of lacquered oak. It looked brand new and smelled of recent polish.
Meh. I've seen better.
Good response. The desire to scratch it with my keys was strong, but it passed. Photos. Several of the photos showed a group of children sitting around a table. Two men flanked the children, smiling at the camera like they just won the lottery. A caption read, J. Silver and E. Goldberg on duty at the Beth Tikvah Youth Center. I wonder if that's going to be Ethan. Probably is. Alright, let's just make a note. Several of the photos showed a group of... I guess it says the same thing. The backstage door. Exit, stage right. I guess it's stage left, isn't it? Hello!
Yes,
You're the chief rabbi here at Beth Tikvah?
I do carry that honor. So, what can I do for you, Mr.
Rabbi, actually. Rabbi Stone.
Well, fancy that. I can always spare time for a fellow rabbi. What brings you to our humble synagogue?
How come you don't have a chair in here? Oh, the desire is strong.
Do you know Mr. Jack Lauder?
Should I know Mr. Jack Lauder?
I love this. Rabbinical response.
Don't you think you should know Jack Lauder?
Why do you think so?
Wasn't he a member of your congregation?
Was he?
Don't you know your own congregation?
Am I expected to know everybody?
Well,
Amos broke out into an angelic smile.
Are you finished?
I guess.
Wonderful.
Oh, I'm going for the flippant answer.
He was only a member of your congregation. He died a few days ago.
That's right. The funeral service was yesterday.
How do you not know
I
this?
honestly don't know where my head is these days.
You conducted the ceremony?
Yes, his wife insisted on it.
Did she now?
If I may ask, what is your interest in Mr. Lauder?
Rabbinical reasons!
Aren't all matters of our flock our concern?
Well, not every matter, but still, we do what we can, don't we?
Let's ask
Is there
about
anything
Jack
you
Lauder.
can tell me about Mr. Lauder?
I'm afraid not, Rabbi Stone. My congregation is rather large, and Mr. Lauder seldom attended services. I'm sure I don't need to tell you what that's like.
You certainly don't.
I need to stop saying louder when they're saying Lauder. Consult your notes. Joe DeMarco?
Does the name Joe DeMarco mean anything to you?
DiMarco?
Yes.
Sounds Italian. Other than that, it means nothing. Sorry.
Ethan G?
Are you familiar with an Ethan G?
Ethan G? Is that his name?
Just an initial as far as I know.
Ah, well, nothing leaps to mind, I'm afraid.
Do you know anything about Ethan G meeting up with Joe DeMarco?
In all honesty, I have no idea who Joe DiMarco is. So I'm afraid the answer is no.
Alright, well, that's about all we have.
Good night to you, Rabbi Zelig.
Good night to you, Rabbi Stone.
No. Good night to you, Rabbi Zelig. Well, I can't drag that down, so I guess we'll leave and just go check our computer for, I suppose we could go talk to his wife.
Mrs. Lauder.
Oh, it's you. Come on in.
Oh, I'm glad you're so friendly now. Consult your notes. Ethan
Do
G.
you know if your husband did any business with a man named Ethan?
Ethan. The name sounds familiar, but I can't place it. I'm sorry. To be honest, I didn't really keep up with the business side of things. Is he involved?
Hard to say.
Joe
Have you
DeMarco?
ever heard of the name Joe DeMarco?
Joe? Joe. Yes, I've heard of Joe. He was one of our first investors.
He invested in Sherman?
Yes.
Why did you need an investor?
Well, we didn't have much money to start the business with. All the banks saw us as a poor risk.
Uh-oh.
So we needed independent investors.
Have you ever met Joe?
Jack handled the money stuff, although I know Jack didn't like him.
Why not?
He didn't say, he just didn't like him. But we were desperate, so we had no choice.
How did they meet each other?
I think they were introduced. At the temple of all places.
Temple. So Joe DeMarco is Jewish?
Maybe. Why?
DeMarco is not a very Jewish name.
And that's important to you, is it?
Not to me, no. But it's certainly significant.
Joe Jewish. Joe's
Do you
meeting.
know anything about Ethan G meeting up with Joe DeMarco?
Ethan G? The name sounds very familiar, but I can't place it. I'm sorry.
So I'm guessing that's a no.
You really think Joe DeMarco is Jewish?
I told you, I have no idea.
Alright, well,
I'm going to leave now. I'll see what else I can discover.
Thanks, I guess.
Joe DeMarco was introduced to Jack at the temple, huh? Well, let's go home. See, our room is green. That makes it better. Clearly. Green is the best color, of course. Alright, what was it? Ethan Goldberg. With a warm rush of triumph, I knew I found my man. Unfortunately, he's dead. Ethan Goldberg of Beth, Tikvah was found dead last night in a Murray Hill alley outside Patty O'Hare's pub, the victim of an apparent mugging. We at Ravnet express our sympathies to Ethan's friends and family. Well... Have any new emails? Nope. Would I have any new emails? I guess not. Let's get another joke. Martin Lewis converts and becomes a priest. He gives his first mass in front of a number of high-ranking priests who come for the occasion. At the end of the new priest's sermon, a cardinal goes up to congratulate him. "Pastor Lewis," he said, "that was very well done. You were just perfect. But next time, please don't start your sermon with fellow goyim." That's good times. Alright, well, let's see if we can head over to Murray Hill. Yep, Murray Hill, Patty O'Hare's. So we've got the bar entrance, graffiti, and 233rd Street subway. It wasn't the kind of graffiti with artistic merit. It was just some sleazy graffiti in the grimy alley. That wasn't coming off the wall without a tin of paint, stripper, and an unenthusiastic youth group. The stairs led down into Patty O'Hare's. A seedy den if ever there was one. Well, let's go down. Woman. She looks kind of familiar. Let's take a look at this poster first. A poster advertising the latest rock craze adorned the wall. It was fine where it was. Shelf. A large selection of wines and spirits lay on the shelves. I didn't come here to drink. Photos. Some old faded photographs were tacked to the wall. I couldn't reach them. I didn't want to in any case. Is there another thing to look at? Looks like that's the same thing. Jukebox. The jukebox sported a large sign that read "Out of order." The jukebox was broken. The woman seemed to be having an animated conversation with someone who wasn't there. Welcome to New York.
Excuse me. Hello?
She ignored me. She seemed to be staring into space at something that wasn't there. In another place, another time, I might have stopped to help her. But people like her are a dime a dozen in this city.
Can't I just have a drink in peace?
Oh, it's nice to see Rosa back again. She gonna say anything else? Anything else? No. Aww. Hello. The bartender surveyed his domain with the expression of one hoping something better will come along.
Excuse me.
The bartender glared at me with vague disinterest. Let's ask about Ethan.
I'm looking for information on Ethan Goldberg. He was killed outside of this bar.
The bartender shrugged.
Do you know anything about it?
He gave me a glare that told me everything I needed to know about asking more questions. Let's ask about Jack.
You know a Mr. Jack Lauder.
The bartender rolled his eyes and began eyeing the other customers. What other customers? You've got one. Seemed that he wasn't a very talkative fellow. Ask about Joe.
I'm looking for information on Joe DeMarco.
He narrowed his eyes and glared daggers at me. I wasn't going to get any information out of him. But was there a flicker of recognition in his eyes?
Stop that.
You gonna say anything else? No? Alright. Can we go off to the side here? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well, let's head back to Beth Tikvah.
Yes?
I would like to ask about, Goldberg.
I was hoping you could tell me something about Ethan Goldberg. I know he used to work here.
Ethan? Oh, what a tragedy. That man did wonders for this community. It's a shame what happened to him.
You know about his death?
Of course, I conducted the funeral service myself.
I recently found out that Ethan Goldberg and Jack Lauder did business together.
Really? I'm not surprised. Ethan offered these services to many people.
Oh my.
He was a whiz with an adding machine. So I heard.
Joe Jewish.
Did a Joe DeMarco ever belong to this temple?
DeMarco. That's hardly a Jewish name.
I know.
Although it's difficult to say. As I told you, it's difficult to keep track of individual congregation members.
Really?
He was an investor in Jack Lauder's company. Does that mean anything to you?
I don't know. Should it?
No, I suppose not.
Well, it seems like that's about all we've got going on right here. Comment on various oddities.
Doesn't any of this strike you as odd?
Should it?
Two Jewish men, both in business together and both belonging to the same synagogue, are killed within 2 weeks of each other. A third man, who may or may not be Jewish, is nowhere to be found. There are only two connections between these three men. One is Jack's business, the other is this synagogue.
Rabbi Stone, I hope you're not suggesting anything.
I'm not.
Let me finish. People all over the world use religious communities to network and conduct business. This is nothing new. You know this, Rabbi Stone. If there is a connection, it has to do with their business dealings and nothing to do with Beth Tikvah. I won't stand for our reputation being tarnished. Do I make myself clear?
As crystal.
I'm glad we understand each other. Now, if you'll excuse me, it is rather late.
I understand. I'll see myself out.
Wait, let me give you my card.
Oh, that's nice of you. Achievement unlocked. Much. Get on someone's nerves. Thrown out by Rabbi Zelig. Yeah.
Feel free to email me if you have any more questions.
Okay. Aw, we can't go back. Well, let's head back. Actually, let's head to his wife. Of course, you know Rabbi Stone, as he was leaving,
Mrs. Lauder.
Oh, it's you. Come on in.
was mumbling to himself. That crystal had a lot of occlusions. Let's see. Consult your notes. Goldberg.
You know an Ethan Goldberg?
Oh, Ethan Goldberg. Yeah, I know him.
Who is he?
An accountant. We used him to handle taxes and complicated documents for the business. Not full-time, just on a consultant basis. Wait, is he involved in
You know
this?
he's dead, right?
Not anymore. He's dead.
What? Since when?
About a week or two ago. Murdered.
My God. What is happening?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You ever get the feeling that there's something more going on here? I don't think there's anything else to talk about. Nope.
I'm going to leave now. I'll see what else I can discover.
Thanks, I guess.
I suppose we could head back to Charming Fashion, see if there's anything else that we missed. Doesn't seem like it. Alright, so I'm guessing we don't have dates on this, but I'm guessing that's the one right before he got killed. Didn't look like there was anything else new on there. Well, actually, we got Zelig's card. Rabbi Amos Zelig, Beth Tikvah, 321 West 82nd Street, New York, New York. Rabbi Z at ravnet.com. So do we have anything new here? No, it doesn't look like it. And that's going to give me too many results, yeah. Alright, well, let me think about this in between episodes. When we return, hopefully I'll have thought of something to do next, now that we've been thrown out. And we didn't give we weren't given a location on Ethan himself, like to go visit his family or something like that. So when we return, we will continue with the Shivah. See you then, everyone.